Welcome everybody to BigGunner81 Live, presented by Applied Arsenal Finishes and Gunworks, VATarms.com, and the Range 35, Eggleston Munitions, and also Spit to Precision. So welcome everybody. Tonight we're basically going to do a little bit of a recap on the NRA show here and there, and also talk about the Grunt Style 2-gun run at the Range 35, which is coming up pretty soon this month. And just kind of have an open chat night as we usually do every Tuesday night, and so forth. So first off, we'll go ahead and welcome everybody to the show tonight. Well, for some reason, by the way, Bobby, underneath your title it says Amber.
Yeah, so I am on the wife's laptop at the house.
Gotcha. I like it. You're in the kitchen. It's cool. So welcome, Bobby, from Technical Edge. And we also got Corey in the house, too, with us tonight. And Corey, again, the name of your company is Southern...
Close style beards.
Southern style beards.
Southern style beards. Nice. Did I just see you a few minutes ago before we went live filling something up to in a bottle? What was that?
That was his drug test.
I'm making beard oil.
Beard oil. Nice.
He's got to submit his drug test tomorrow.
And then we got Will from Vulture Equipment. I messed that up, didn't I?
No.
Vulture Equipment works.
Yes.
That's fine.
All right. We got Matt here, too, whose webcam doesn't work, or Mike, but he's just hanging out with us. So welcome, Matt, as well, and, of course, Pete from the Range 35.
I did give him all of like 30 seconds notice, though.
Right? You just dumped it on and said, hey, you want to log in and talk with us?
Exactly. And I said, hey, we're doing another podcast. You up for it? And he's like,
we lost Corey, but he's logging back in with us. So NRA show, we'll kind of start, I guess, with that a little bit before we get into two-gun run. You know, this year seemed a little flat to me. I myself wasn't real driven to do a lot of videos, and it seemed like there wasn't. There's probably less. I thought anyway. I could be wrong. A little less of the presence of YouTubers doing videos and so forth this year. It was kind of strange. Just seemed a little different, but there was a few cool things going on there, and as far as products and stuff, and one of the things that I picked up actually, and I wasn't expecting to pick this up. I didn't even really know about it until our friend Matt from Aries Tactical Holsters sent me a message that, hey, can you stop by the Gray Guns booth and see if they have any of these triggers left? And it is for the 6-hour P series. It is called their P Straight 8 Dual Adjustable Trigger, and I'll probably mess up the explanation of it, so I won't go into it because I haven't really done a lot of research other than my friend said, hey, it's cool, check it out. And I went there and I was checking out the trigger, and I kind of said, hey, it's pretty cool. I like the way it feels. Very crisp, very, very short, and it's just a flat trigger. So I figured I'd give it a try and pick one up myself and play with it, since I run a 226, which, by the way, I didn't probably hold this up very well. It's kind of hard to see in the package. It comes with the Allen wrench, so you can adjust it. There's a couple set screws inside there. Anyhow, I run a 226 for my competition pistol right now, currently. Just kind of happened to be what I had at the time that I started getting into it, and that's just kind of what I've been running ever since and so forth. Also picked up their spring kit to go with that as well. Also the other thing that I thought was kind of cool, not like something like super stellar, stand out right away, hey, it's shocking off type thing, but something kind of cool. Sorry about the noise there. So I got here is what's called the Chubby Grip from Luth AR. One of the reasons why this is pretty cool, besides the fact of the design, which is kind of neat, it's designed for right-handed use, so it can kind of like, you know, for certain hand types, you can kind of grab it a little different, kind of changes the ergonomics a little bit. And grips are very subjective to everybody. But what was really kind of cool about this one in particular was that we actually saw this in the prototype phase when we went to stop by and visit Luth AR up in Minnesota. I think it was about a year ago, roughly. And they had their first 3D printed model of this grip, and it was kind of neat to see it. And now it's actually in production, so it was kind of cool. I had to pick one up and everything, of course. Yeah, other than that, just this year for us, getting to walk around and talk with people that we've met previously, and just kind of, you know, doing the meet and greet type thing and checking out whatever there was to see and stuff. So I'll ask Bobby too, because I know you were there actually at the show as well. If you had any thoughts on how, you know, it went, or what you saw, or anything that was interesting.
So we didn't get a whole lot of time to get around on the floor. We were pretty busy. We actually had a really good spot. They had us right next to 511, which had all the Black Rifle Coffee guys, and then right next to Century Arms. So they had like James Yeager and all those guys. So we were busy most of the entire show. But yeah, from last year to this year, I just feel as if the show got smaller.
Yeah.
Last year we were in the 6,400s. I think this year they capped it at 5,300. So I just feel like the show got smaller, but the quality of the show got better. You know, at the Grunt Style after party on Friday night, we talked to tons of people that were like, you know what? I don't even feel as if I'm going to do SHOT Show anymore. We're just going to do the NRA show. It was
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a fun event to go to as well, Grunt Style. And by the way, your booth looks pretty awesome. I got a few shots of that too as well. And I did catch you. What was that thing you were doing with the laser trainer set up with the whole projector screen and all that? I forgot.
So most of the Instagram shooters, like Lucas from T-Rex and Drew Hopkins and Eric and 2 Alpha and all those guys, we know those guys personally. Like they live right over here, so they're in the shop all the time. So we were over there with the laser trainer guys, and they make a simulator that you could basically just put in your house. It's about $5 or $6 grand, they were saying, and it has, you know, a whole bunch of Pete. It's kind of like a fat simulator. So you can add different scenarios and stuff like that, or like you know, 3-gun style matches, and use a SIRT pistol on it. So it was pretty cool. But we were over there trying to better one another and get better scores. So we were there for quite a while.
That's pretty cool. And by the way, I just want to give a shout out to our guys out there on YouTube and on gun channels as well that are watching tonight. Our friend Joe, who actually came with us too as well to the show, he was out walking around taking some photos and things, and he was saying he thought the 6 Hour booth was the busiest booth there for obvious reasons. Yeah, actually, we kind of walked by it kind of briefly, but yeah, it was pretty hopping from my recollection of it, and so forth. But and I agree, by the way, Bobby, too. I think that even though I said it was kind of flat, I do agree the quality of the show itself was much better. And I think for what I've heard with the cost that's involved with the stuff, you know, it seems like you get much better value, especially if you're a smaller business that's in this market, to be able to go to NRA show. Of course, I'm speaking from someone on the outside looking in because I'm not in the business where I'm selling things and so forth, so I can't really say. But just, you know, kind of from a general perspective.
We haven't done NRA yet, and
Yeah.
it was supposed to be on the list for this year.
Mhm.
But I can tell you, SHOT Show is just absolutely huge and just massive amounts of money. Just start, you know. So as a small company, it's, you know, it's kind of cost prohibitive. So we always.
I think that SHOT Show is more aimed at companies setting their annual sales with distribution and dealers and stuff like that. So everyone's in that sale mentality, where NRA show is more of an interaction of your real customers. So your real customers can come and talk to you and see what you got going on. So I think it's more involved for the customer than it is to just, you know, go there and no one's really worried about the sales aspect of it.
Right on. So we were saying to you about those bottle openers as well, Pete. You guys were doing together with David from Renegade Ammo. I actually just sent him a link, so he might join us in a little bit here too.
Hey, Will, did you bring one
Yeah.
to show?
Yeah, I've got one here.
Awesome.
Came out really nice.
Yeah, so we finished all of the laser engraving on these guys today. So can you see that?
That's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. That laser, if you watch on your Instagram feed, for those that don't know, on the Vulture Equipment Works Instagram, you got a video of that actually the laser burning that into it.
Yeah.
I noticed a little
part. Let's see. Oh.
See, can I get a
Hey,
There.
Well, we were wondering earlier if we could do a Big Gunner special bottle opener on one of those. Add BigGunner81 to it.
That'd be cool.
Well, they're all done. We finished them up today, so we've got no more. We've got no more spares. We can get a couple more from Renegade. Yeah.
Hey, David, what's happening?
Hey, David.
Hey, how you guys doing? You guys got those bottle openers, right?
Yeah, got them all done.
Yeah, if you check it out on his Instagram, you can see the laser engraving being done. Pretty cool stuff. I was gonna say too, I like the little dings and dents in it because it kind of gives the character of what it is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's kind of slick.
So
Some of them
I really like those. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get one since it's the day after my surgery. But
Yeah, you will.
no, don't give me yours.
Well, there will be extras, Corey.
If there's extras, yeah, I'll take one. I'll even pay for it.
I tried to send as many as I could afford to send over because I know you guys are doing good stuff for everybody, and that's awesome. So
Greatly appreciated.
Hey, I use mine you send me to write how much inventory I've got.
yeah, I sent those pens too, so hopefully you guys get some good use out of those things.
thank you.
I've got your pen sitting at the shop, so when I see you tomorrow or so, I'll shoot you over the pen and everything else. Matt's got all the my guy Matt's got all the bottle openers all wrapped up and stuff and put in a box, so they're ready for the show. They're ready for the shoot.
Those pens work good as a shank if you need them.
I was noticing that they're a little sharp, they're a little pointy.
Hold on, let me put my light here.
I don't want to cut mine. I need it.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, the other thing too, I know I mentioned this a few times on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff too. We actually had for first time had one of the rifles on display from the 50 States Project over at Criterion Barrels for this show. So that was kind of cool. The only thing I did kind of drop the ball on a little bit was I didn't get any type of signage or anything to indicate what it was. So people walking by didn't really know that that's what it was from, other than if they searched online and saw it or whatever. But lesson learned. It's the first step in the door to getting these things out there for people to see and to kind of share with everybody. So that was kind of still a big step. And what I do really like is that it still has the red, the little safety tag they put on it to say that it got checked into the show and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's got the little red NRA tag on it still, so it was kind of neat.
that's fun.
Yeah. So we'll do something different in the future. I know I've talked to some of the companies I've worked with and so forth, and one of the things we did on this trip to NRA was do a little bit of networking and so forth. So we met some interesting people and all that, and have some other things in the works that'll be coming up. And now it's just kind of for me personally, just kind of getting things still settled here with between work and home life and everything else. Get settled back into doing some YouTube stuff, and I've got a stack of things to work on and all that to put out there for everybody. And so it'll be a lot of fun. Just gotta get back into doing that, and also part of why I didn't do a ton of filming either, because what people don't realize or think about is that all that filming you do comes a lot of editing afterwards. So you make a lot of work for yourself too with it. But
You think?
we did some stuff.
Usually it takes us about an hour just to edit a little video that we put online or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You could spend an hour doing something that takes it's going to be a couple minutes of video.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, and in some cases,
balance some audio and stuff like that. It takes a little bit of time.
And I'm still learning this to how to get quicker at it and better at it and all that kind of stuff. And you start learning some of the things like how to, kind of make like templates for some of the things that you do to help save a little bit of time, like your intros and outros and, your music and whatever kind of stuff you do with it. People don't think about, but, so it is some stuff that gets involved with it, depending on how fancy you want to be with it and everything and all that. But, yeah, so that's kind of that part of it in a nutshell. So, Pete, has registration actually opened for the event already or not?
Yes, you can register at Grunt Styles events page. I'll have practice score up tomorrow. We were tweaking some of the classifications in that.
Okay,
So it'll be similar to the September 24th match.
Right.
Range rules.
So basically, for those who don't know that may have not watched the show before or seen anything on this, this is at the Range 35 in Bolingbrook, Illinois. You can check it out at range35.com. And also, you said Grunt Styles. Is it their Facebook page? You said
Yes.
For registering and so forth, or do they have it on a website as well?
No, go to the website. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's been all over both our Facebook page and their various Facebook pages. But if you go to gruntstyle.com, you can go to their events page, and you'll see that in there with all their future events coming up as well.
There's a link. If you scroll all the way down at the bottom on the right-hand side, you'll see the events tab down there. Events link.
Okay.
So we think, working with Bill Zeller again from XL Training Group and TD, setting up the match, we're gonna have some cool stages, probably 2 pistol, 2 rifle stages again. We think it's going to be a good challenge. We're expecting some good shooters, some sponsored shooters coming in as well. And speaking of sponsors, I got to throw this over to Bobby too. This is the match winner prize. It is the Tactical Edge Mo Edition Warfighter. It is $13.99 retail value, and I'll let Bobby talk a little. So, Bobby, thanks to you guys at Tactical Edge, and I'll let you talk a little bit about this awesome rifle.
So that is a build that we did. It is a full FDE Mo. So it's got your Magpul Mo SL furniture on there, and then it's got our DLC bolt carrier group. It's got our standard mil-spec trigger in there. Comes in a hard case. And I'll tell you what, man, we have a hard time keeping those things in stock. That is probably one of the #1 selling rifles that we got right there.
It's we do as well. It's a hot rifle. Usually when somebody comes in and sees the features on this, especially with the DLC bolt carrier group.
Are you saying it's feature rich?
It's feature rich. Yeah, definitely. That's a little joke to mine and Samurai's BigGunner81 YouTube videos when we do. It truly is a great rifle, and you got to get some trigger time on one of these.
Awesome. So let's see what else.
Then, hey, Rick. Also, since we're talking about this, and I'm going to respond to Craggy Island 87, but Will has one of the other top prizes to show off tonight as well.
You guys ready for the unveiling?
No.
Well, there it was. All right.
Can't hold it up higher because all I see is the people's faces.
No, you weren't supposed to see it. See, there you go. It's all done. So here it is, the new Mark III that I showed you guys last week. So we're this one here is what is that? Magpul Gray Cerakote. We do all this work in house, and we put the Grunt Style logo in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that comes out pretty sharp.
The Vulture logo
intended
with the stainless marker. All right. Other side says range at 355.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, I mean, that is cherry.
Ooh. That would be a great stocking stuffer for Pete Negro next Christmas.
It would be.
My maker's mark, and then made in the USA. And on the spine, so it's not the bridesmaid. It's actually saying where it's to, and so it's going to be a really neat coveted prize as well. I think guys are going to put this in their hands, and they're going to fall in love with it.
That's awesome.
It's been well received in the industry. We took 5 awards for this design, and this will be the first available Mark III in the powdered stainless with the Cerakote, and it's just hot as shit. So we put a little bead work, just a little teeny bead on there, and then we dressed up the sheath as well. So we've got some matching milcord, some work with a couple beads. User can take that stuff off if they want, but 2-clip, ambidextrous in the waistband, out of the waistband, Kydex sheath. I mean, it's It's rock solid, man.
I don't know if I
Sweet.
caught that or not. Did you say there's a black rhino?
Yeah. The sheets are made by Black Rhino now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with those guys.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, we had a good time with them back. I want to say, I don't know, it was like their holiday party that they had going on between Black Rhino Concealment and Trident Custom Coatings. They did a whole laser tag thing we went to, so we were playing laser tag with those guys, some months ago. That was a blast.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
get invited.
yeah, I don't know. So no, that's pretty awesome. Those knives are pretty nice looking.
Yeah, beautiful job, Will and Matt.
It's hard to believe this event's actually coming up. It's not this weekend; it's the following. So this is coming up pretty fast.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 more weekends.
Like I said, I gotta see if I can figure out a way to get a drive up there because I do have to pick up some stuff when I'm up there anyway. But I have not been shooting for. Man, I'm almost forgetting how long ago it was. I know it's well over a month now at this point. And I need to get out and do some shooting pretty bad. So, NRA show kind of like helps, calm that a little bit and play around with some of my little projects and stuff I have. But I got to get out to your range pretty soon. For sure.
Well, Rick, there's a slot for you on May 13th.
I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to see what we can do because I really would like to get up there and do that. So,
yeah.
And
hey, Grunt Style's got Shane Coley and Michelle Viscuzzi from the Glock team coming in. They're throwing together, thanks to David and Will's work on the 50 cal bottle openers. It's going to be a Grunt Style event t-shirt again. There's going to be chow, Chicago style chow, hot dogs and beefs and all that kind of stuff. Our good friend Brian Krieger has donated a lot of swag for the prize table as well. And he's going to have bourbon tasting and a special cocktail for people to try out as well after they get done shooting.
Is that special? The air quotes?
Special. Yeah. So, no, he's actually, who knows? Maybe it's in a special cocktail for the Kentucky Derby. I don't know. But he's graciously donated, and he's an event sponsor, so can't thank him enough as well. Four Roses Bourbon and
awesome.
Brian Krieger.
Definitely good stuff. One question I have too for those out there too that are considering doing an event like this, maybe who haven't been to one. Now, this doesn't require a holster or anything like that as well, correct?
That's one thing I've got to finalize with Bill. We've been talking about doing holster.
Okay.
Just to expedite, I thought the guys did a great job of running that match in September.
Oh, absolutely.
But we did start the pistol phases off of a bench or a table.
Mm-hmm.
This time it's gonna be even more efficient. We're gonna have rifle racks. We'll do chamber flags on the rifles, get everybody staged and ready, and may do holsters. I know we're getting close, but we'll have something about that out tomorrow.
Okay, good to know. I know, we were looking at doing that, and something I'm trying to get Laura into a little bit, and she's interested in doing a pistol match at some point, but she's left-handed, so all the gear for her, I don't have a holster for her. So that's something we got to figure out.
Matt Fakis can hook that up.
Yes, he can. I absolutely. I got to get in contact with him and see what we can work out for that. But
we just did our first order with Matt yesterday, and
oh, really?
If you want me to throw some lefty gear on there, I can do that.
Okay, well, I'll have to keep that in mind because the other challenges, right now she's running my basically a Tank Foglio CZ clone. She likes shooting that the best so far, but. So, other than that, from other pistols that she's tried on her own, the P320 is something that she really likes. That may be the option that we go with for her, or she goes with, I should say, because it's her choice. But of course, we lie on the road. So, anyway, other words, I think I'm still looking at. We're probably going to get a left-handed holster for the CZ clone that we have from now currently, so she has something to run in the meantime.
Yeah, and I'm with her. I've got the P320 RX and the subcompact, and
Oh yeah,
Like them both.
well they had at the Gray Guns booth an P320 X5, like
Yeah.
that thing was pretty slick. I don't know much about it. I know the X5 a little bit from the P226, you know, being like the all decked out, you know, top of the line version basically. But yeah, I don't really know a lot about that one. Yeah, it sits on a prototype, like Brownell's prototype on it or something, so I don't really know. But
Most of it's interchangeable with the 320. I think all of it or most of it. But so
yeah,
it's different grip, just a different grip module. So same thing, but now it's coming with a standard flat trigger and a little bit upgrade in the trigger side, you know, it's trigger weight. But it's more like a 1911 or CZ style rather than the 320.
yeah, I've noticed the grip. There's a picture of it on my Instagram. Actually, I took a couple photos of it or whatever because I thought it was kind of cool, you know, because I like the 320 also. I have I think it's the P250 that I bought a long time ago because I like the feel of the 9mm version of it, and I wanted to get into a 45. So I said, I'll buy that a 45 because I can always switch it over to the 9mm or whatever. And then I started learning more about triggers and realizing that the double action only really wasn't so much for me, and how much more I liked the trigger on with the 226 with the short reset and everything, and I liked the hammer fire, and then started getting a little bit into striker fire and everything. That's the long part of the story. So anyhow, I do like the 320 a lot. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing to see there. So other thing I want to ask too is, Bobby, you have some new models as well too if you're for this year. I know you mentioned we were at NRA show. You want to talk a little bit about that?
We have a billet. So the 3-gun model has gone completely billet now. We released a billet upper and lower, and it now has a 15-inch key mod rail. So it's the same rail, it's just in 15-inch. We brought one up to Pete and the guys at Range 355. They actually got to put hands on it before anyone else did, and that is a very hot rifle right now. We released that. We released the Type Alpha rifle, which is on Instagram. It's 2 Alpha to Quit. It is his signature rifle. He is a 17-year special operations veteran that just retired. He is he lives in California now. He does a lot of consulting for I don't know if you guys are familiar with the history show 6. It's about SEAL Team 6. It's like it's almost like a it's like a
mini series, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a mini series, right? So they just got the green light for season 2, but he is the consultant for that production company. So if they need training for guys or anything like that, that's what he does. His cousin is actually Sharkbait on the show. So Jalen is his cousin. So it works out. But we did that. The Warfighter Glocks. You guys have probably seen this guy on Instagram. This is the Covert Dark Glock 19.
Awesome.
Yeah, we did that. That one's been really, really good. And then just parts and accessories. So
very cool. And I know we talked too about the 50 States project as well.
Yes.
So is that the billet receiver that you're talking about basically is the same one running for that, or is it going to be the mil spec version?
No, it'll be a billet set, and that's what we were trying to figure out. Me and Pete had talked about that. We were trying to see if you were going to come up for that 2-gun run so we could make that happen.
Wow, there's some incentive.
Yes, exactly. So now I'm definitely gonna have to try to get the time to do it. So get the time for you on for Friday, probably, and a Monday, probably drive back. But I'm gonna try to find that out tomorrow for everybody, so we can get that answer. Because I'd love to be able to do that. So because I've got stuff I got to do there, and it'd be perfect if I can get the time to do it. So, but awesome. That's really cool stuff. I know I like the Glock 19 that you got going on there. For sure.
Yeah, I think the most photographed and most tinkered with item we had there was the Harley.
Yep, got photos of that too.
Yeah, guys, man, I tell you what, there are so many pictures. That thing was trending on the NRA stuff for a while. Guys couldn't get enough of that.
It was
Joe. out there on YouTube, Craggy Island 87, our friend Joe Gizzy. He says, "Rick, make it happen." I know that'd be awesome. I'm hoping to do it. And I'm excited too that there's so many awesome prizes for everybody to win at this event. Definitely is, the way I've said it before, it's a high value event. For what you're paying, you're getting food, you're getting some. It sounds like some swag items for everybody, and a good chance at winning some awesome prizes. So,
yep, meet and greet with the, as I mentioned earlier, meet and greet is part of the ticket with Shane Coley and Michelle Viscuzzi. So great to have a couple pros like them come and attend the event. See if we can't get them some trigger time as well if they have time.
Which also, didn't you also have some stuff from high-speed shooting stabilizers as well? Or not yet?
Don't know.
Okay. All right, because I wasn't sure if that was something that was in the works or not. But I just happened to have this on my desk, so it made me think about that.
Well, and Jake and I, Jake from MGS Firearms.
Oh, yeah.
We traded some notes the other day. They may do a donation for the prize table as well.
Really?
But, waiting to hear back.
That would be awesome. No, I know there's a lot of great companies out there and everything, a lot of good friends of ours and everything that definitely are very supportive of what you're putting together with Grunt Style and everyone else. That's very cool. That's actually whose rifle we had on display. I mean, well, it was their upper and lower from MGS Firearms at NRA show, and they had another one as well, I believe, on their display from them, because they actually use Criterion barrels as well for their rifle builds. So, anyhow, I was going to show this off too. This came from our friend James Renteria from High Speed Shooting Stabilizers as well. It's basically their curved foregrip. So I'm gonna figure out which one I'm gonna put that on. I think I'm putting on one of my AR pistols. I think.
Is that polymer?
This one is polymer. They also have an aluminum version of their Fang too, I believe now. I don't know if they're gonna come out with an aluminum version of this or not. I'd imagine that if it was, I mean, this is just me speculating on it, but if this was all solid aluminum, it'd probably be a little bit heavier. And I'd imagine if they were to do that, they would figure out a way to lighten it up a bit. So it might be a little different if they were to do that. But they, like the Fang, they have the original product, the Fang, that was done like in a, I want to say like a polymer, because it kind of is like a polymer, but it's also like I think it's like a fiberglass reinforced or something similar to like what Glocks are made out of. I don't really know much about the material, but they started doing an aluminum one as well. I thought that was pretty cool. So just want to show that off since it was sitting there on my desk in my hand. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on. I noticed David from Renegade Ammo is still here, but he's got his cam turned off. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to mention or throw in too as well for current events. He may still be.
Hey.
I'm putting you on the spot, David.
Yeah. I'm over here trying to rummage up some YouTube traffic for you. He's trying.
Hey, David, were you the one that messaged me on that Antarius thing yesterday? Was that you?
I don't know. Probably, maybe.
Okay.
We can talk about anything after the show. We don't talk about the Antarius stuff here, though.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. All right. So, we got a lot of stuff going on. We're working with the Reduced to 22 Mike Cox. We talked about him a little bit last week. Instagram, we're giving away 3 tickets to win a Danny Dietz Memorial Tribute Rifle. Matter of fact, I got to look and see when I'm supposed to be doing that because I think it's Saturday or Sunday. And we're doing them for free. So you just get on Instagram, like our post, comment, tag a friend, you get an entry. You can enter 1,000 times if you want. And we're doing that. Of course, tonight, who's all new? Well, we got oh, it shows up as Amber. That's not your name, is it?
No, I'm on the web.
That's what I said earlier.
I ain't gonna drudge or anything, but you know. But cool. That and Matt. I think everybody else got a pen last time, so I have to send out a couple more pens this time. And then I was gonna give away some stuff on here if I rummaged up some YouTube followers for you. Any of their comments, so. You got to let me
that's
know.
weird. Oh, that's because you're using your phone, right?
On my computer.
Oh. Well, that's
but
weird.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have
I
to
don't
have
know.
like the YouTube link actually open in the back there. And
Okay. Well, we won't be able to see anything 'cause my bandwidth will bog down so bad.
exactly. That's the one downside. If you're like bandwidth issues, man, doing this whole move and everything, there's been a lot of hotel stays. And that's usually where you have the most issues, it seems like, with the Wi-Fi connections and whatnot. And it's like, drop the camera feed all together, go audio only, and hope that it still stays working. You don't get kicked out of Google Hangouts, that sort of thing. So,
yeah. So on my end, my computer screen looks like it's a big fuzzball.
yeah, it kind of looks that way on our end too. It's not super clear, but that's probably because your bandwidth.
Well, yeah,
You're out in the middle of like the country, if I understand correctly,
well,
right?
I mean, kind of. I'm not really out in the middle of nowhere. I always say I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I drive about 10 minutes to the west. But pretty much everything else that's around us is, the city stuff. So Detroit's 45 minutes an hour south. Flint's 45 minutes an hour west. We got Port Huron the same distance east, and north we got Saginaw. So everything's an hour from me.
Wow. So if we just like map that all out, we know exactly where your location is.
Yeah, you'll be able to hit the red button and send it this way. No problem.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on currently right now. I'm still trying to rummage up some parts for my little build, and I still have to get you some information. Today was a crazy day. I was waiting for the UPS truck yesterday. He decided not to show up and finally dropped off my 10 pallets I had come in today. So it's been crazy trying to get caught up.
10 pallets of brass?
10 pallets of all kinds of stuff. So
okay.
It's a secret.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. But is anybody commenting on your YouTube channel that you can see yet or no?
Yeah, there's been some. Basically, Chris Martin says infantry piper here. Of course, Joe's been out there, and yeah, we've got a few people watching tonight. And let's see.
Good.
Sean Kell. I'm gonna mess up his last name.
I turned around and told everybody to jump on here and start watching, and then comment, "I love BigGunner81." And I told them if they did that, I'd give away some stuff.
Okay.
Don't comment. Nobody's winning anything.
And
someone
says,
in that?
"What's that?
Are we included in that giveaway there?"
No.
I'll go right now.
All right, you piker. Oh no.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's about all I got going on. Nothing exciting this week. It's been slow.
Yeah, that's kind of the same here. I mean, other than going to NRA show, there hasn't been as much going on yet because we haven't been out to the range doing much shooting and or filming and everything. So I kind of went over everything we were kind of doing last week. And there's a couple things on the horizon, but I'm not going to get into those until they come to fruition in a sense. But when I kind of get caught up a little bit with some of the things that have going on, the next things I'll probably be doing, just kind of recap a little bit. Some Chinese gun parts that were sent to me from some people that sell on Amazon that were saying, hey, we need some videos made and so forth. And I'm going to work on that and probably doing like a little how-to video on how to install that trigger that I just picked up, and I got some other stuff to film as well. And of course, when we get back to the range, David, I still got this box here as well that's still sitting on my desk that I got to go test out and do some stuff with. But
yeah, no problem.
That's on the list as well. Probably going to test that out either. Well, I really only have 245s to really work with. The P250 that I mentioned earlier, and then the 1911 that I bought from Rock Island Armory to play with, and so forth. Which we stopped by and visited them too as well at NRA show. One thing I can say about Rock Island Armory, and there's a lot of things I can say. my whole take on it is it's a value line, basically, in my sense. The price point is nice. It has lifetime warranty, and there's value to it in that sense. Every one I bought, I've been happy with, and I've been having good success with and everything. So I have no complaints there and everything. So yeah, maybe run that, and let's see what else I'm gonna say. Got some optic stuff too as well. We talked about that before. I think it was last week. Maybe I mentioned it too. That's the other thing. And the pistol caliber carbine as well that we're going to kind of be working on as parts come in for that and so forth. And the AR-10 build, which we're getting pretty close on finishing that up as well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. I had a whole lot of new stuff this week, like I said, and so forth. But yeah, I know Corey's been kind of quiet there too.
I've actually been making some beard oil tonight. We're getting ready to launch the new website. I'm also a little sick and congested with a cold.
Oh man!
But all good is all things are good here.
So you didn't go to NRA show though, right?
No, I was up with Pete and the boys at Grunt Style until Saturday evening. So
okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, I got a little trigger time, and I gave Pete a couple gifts. He's actually using one right now, I believe. And
absolutely.
Got some trigger time in with my dad and my dad's friend that he works with, and got to share a drink with Pete on Thursday.
Awesome.
Little Four
Roses.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah.
How did I know that? Did it come out of the little keg he's got on top of his safe?
No, it didn't come out of that. At least that I didn't see.
It wasn't a special drink, though, right?
No,
That was special.
Yeah, nice.
No, it's
But not out of the keg.
It was a very good trip. I got to meet everybody at Grunt Style. I got to see how everything worked and went through, and let me tell you, them guys are phenomenal. That is a great force and a great team, and they're just awesome. So everything that we've talked about and everything, hopefully everything plays a good toll, and we're really looking forward to hopefully what the future holds, and everything's just falling into place, man. I love life right now. It's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. It's always a good feeling.
Hey, don't mean to interrupt, David. You got some I Love Big Gunners coming up. Rafael Morales.
Yeah, I was joking. I go, no, you don't.
Matthew Santoyo.
Oh, good. Look at this. Let's see. How you like that? Bad Panda?
Let's take a look. Okay, so explain that one.
Bad Panda?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain Bad Panda because I had to have Russ from Nevada Cerakote explain it to me because he made these up for me and sent them over to me, and I go, what the hell is this? Well, I guess it's an icon that took off in the gun industry from a street artist in Italy, I think, and I may be wrong with that, but sir. But yeah, that's my understanding on that. I'm not quite sure.
I've got some shirt with like an angry looking panda on it that I think is just kind of funny. And someone asked me, he's like, is that the panda from that gun thing? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now I know.
That's the brief story that I know, or I think I remember. So good. Yeah. As we get more comments on, I'll just keep grabbing more stuff.
Awesome. That is pretty cool. No, I appreciate your support too of everything we're doing with this stuff and everything, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, I know I feel like I'm a little flat tonight with the conversation, but it's been a long day, so that's why we're kind of like dragging a little bit. But definitely some cool stuff coming up in the future. Just gotta get there to it and get it done. So
You're good, man.
no, I appreciate all you guys too for coming on. And Bobby, thanks for joining us tonight as well. For sure.
I was on last time you guys did a show. I was just commenting though.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I noticed too, you got Shooter Lube there too. If you want to talk a little bit about what they got going on.
Yeah, so these guys are really good. We are an OEM with Lucas Oil. So when Lucas Oil decided to do their outdoor line, their vice president contacted us, as well as SIG, Double Star, and a couple other manufacturers, and they said that, hey, we really want to work with you guys. We like what you guys are doing. We want to be your OEM lubricant. So we did some testing with some of the team guys at Campbell, and it worked great, and it's a great lube. And I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden we lost communication with these guys. I would send them emails and all this stuff and never get anything back. And at NRA convention, one of the Lucas Oil members came up to us, and she's like, "I'm glad I finally get to meet you." And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, "What's going on?" And she's like, the guy, his name is Bryce. She's like, "Bryce is no longer with our company." And she's like, "I have pallets full of your oil." I said, "Well, that's awesome, because we've been waiting for, almost a year." And so we kind of are starting back at square zero with those guys. And, she's like, "I'm really sorry we dropped the ball on this. I really don't know how to say anything." She's like, "I've been trying to recover his emails, and we haven't been able to get a whole bunch back from it." So within that time, we met the guys at Shooter Lube, and it's an eco-friendly gun lubricant and cleaner, and man, it just works. So they help us out tremendously. Anything that we do, they always got our back. And I'll reach out to those guys, Pete, for that 2-gun run, and I'll see if they'll donate some sample packs and stuff for the prize table.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I've seen them on Instagram a few times and stuff. Never had a chance to try out their products yet.
You'll love it. I think the number one question they get asked is, will it turn your stuff red? Because it's in a red bottle.
It's clear though.
It's actually clear.
Yeah, I think I remember them talking about that. Yeah, absolutely. And how is the odor with their product?
It's like odorless.
Okay,
You can
cool.
spray it in the house. Yeah, it's great. And I am not one for cleaning my weapon. I'm not. I know it's horrible, and I know it's one of those things, man. We shoot a lot, and I'd like, if I took apart my Glock right now, it'd probably make people cry. But it's just it. It's a tool. That's how I look at it. And usually when we take down our stuff, it's to show a customer like, hey, this is how easy a DLC bolt carrier group is to clean. And then I cleaned it, But these guys, you spray it on there, wipe it off. It's great. Very
cool. Yeah, that's because obviously one of the big complaints you get too of cleaners, like you said, about the odor and whatnot.
Yep.
And that's good to know. I used to be one of those people that when I first started getting into shooting in ARs and stuff like that, I'd always want to tear my gun down after every trip to the range and go through it, even if I ran 100 rounds or 200 rounds through it. And then some other friends like, man, you're being kind of excessive with that and everything a little bit. And now I'm a little bit more relaxed about it. If it's my competition rifle or whatever I'm running, I may clean it before that, just to do it. But I usually, if I'm going to go out and practice with it afterwards and so forth, I won't clean it right away. I'll clean it maybe before a match or something. But I'm not going to say that I'm going to get my stuff like thousands of rounds dirty before cleaning it, but I've kind of slacked a little bit on how particular I've been as far as cleaning them up and everything. Of course, keeping them lubed and all that's one thing, but actually going through there and scrubbing everything down and being real particular with it, not so much.
The only time I'll really get proactive with cleaning a rifle is if let's say we're shooting an AK and we're using some surplus ammo with corrosive primers, then we'll break down and clean immediately. But that's it.
Yeah, that's a good point for sure. Because I know, like, I have a Mosin the gun, that I bought those like wooden crates for like ammo for it, and that's like, yeah, I got to clean this thing right away because it's gonna rust, But yeah, other than that, I've gotten a little bit less particular about it and so forth. But
with modern coatings and new technology in the firearms industry, the need for breaking down your rifle and cleaning it after every time is kind of past, especially with like nitride and stuff like that, where the lubricity is there and the metallurgy is there to where the carbon really doesn't stick to it anyway. So you reduce all that carbon fouling. It's really, there's really not a need for it. Now, if you're really heavy on lubrication, maybe you'd want to do that, but not if you're just going out shooting,
Sure. And I have noticed too, some of the people that shoot matches, particular rifles and so forth, that maybe have tight tolerances, they may have issues if they don't keep cleaning their rifle every so often, I guess, throughout, like if they're not cleaning it before if it's a 2-day event, if they're not at least cleaning it before the first day and then before the second day, they may have issues with the, having stuck casings and things like that.
Correct.
But I think just because the tolerances are so much tighter on it and so forth, and it's really critical. But at the same token, for most of those things that I've shot, at least at my skill level, I guess, I'm running a barrel on my competition rifle that's behind me up there that is just a regular M4 profile, barrel. It's not anything super high expensive or anything like that. And that thing has never really had any issue unless it was my ammo that I loaded myself and it was out of spec or whatever. I may have had a couple that got stuck in it in that respect. But any factory ammo, nope, no problems with it at all. So, but yeah, I don't know. Coming up about 10 o'clock, so we're going to kind of wrap things up tonight. And again, for people who want to go check out the 2-gun run, which is coming up a week from this Saturday, correct?
Check out the range at 355 on Practice Score. The event will be up by tomorrow. My friend Bobby Snyder's coming up for a road trip tomorrow. We'll have a complete line of Tactical Edge parts out, and this week or next week we'll have some of the billet 3-gun rifles. We currently have some of the 3-gun rifles. We got a couple of beautiful burnt bronze and black anodized, and just about a complete line of them. So come on in and check those out and take a picture with Bobby tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be up there. I should be there around noon. We're going to leave.
Your rifle signed.
And we'll be up there. We're going to get all the merchandising done and stuff like that. So it'll be a good time. It's always a good time to come up there.
Yep. And thanks to Bobby again for the top prize for the match winner.
So if someone were to win that, can Bobby sign it for them if they want?
Possibly.
Well, and Will can laser engrave Bobby's signature on it too.
Like the 100. What was it? The anniversary for Daniel Defense, where Marty Daniel had his signature in like 100 of the rifles or something like that. That's pretty cool.
That is awesome. So very awesome. So again, yeah, Bobby, thanks for being on with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Hanging out, and it's very cool. I'm excited too for the 50 States project and everything to get that rolling soon, hopefully. And then Corey, good luck with the new business and everything with the beard oils.
Yes, sir.
And for those who want to check it out, you have a website set up, I think.
Or
not
the
yet?
website name is southernstylebeards.com. I am up on Facebook and Instagram right now. The only problem is the website is not up and running yet. Probably got about another week or so on that.
Okay.
Starting to go ahead and get some things made up already in the oils and balms. So eager on that. So guys, if you're not following me or not checking it out on Facebook, go ahead and go click that like, and as soon as the website drops, man, hit that share button.
You on Instagram?
Yep. Southern Style Beards LLC.
All right, I'm adding you right now.
Yeah, I found you today as well.
Well, thank you.
Nice. So yeah, thank you for being on with us, Corey, and
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
likewise. And of course, Will, awesome job with those laser engravings. That's pretty cool
man.
stuff to watch. And like I said earlier, if you're on Instagram, go check out his Instagram. You can see that being made.
If I can butt in on you 1 second, Will.
Sure.
So we will have some Cholera Mark IIs in the store in the next couple of days, and soon to have the Cholera Mark IIIs. And Will, thanks for your generosity, and Matt for doing the great work as well. Thanks for your generosity in donating the knife as one of the top prizes at our event.
You're welcome. Thanks for being a part. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being on with us too as well, and everything. And Matt, it was nice not talking to you about the mic or the camera or anything. But hopefully, maybe next time we'll get you on with us and you can actually talk with us, other than being on the side chat and so forth. So it was last minute, but
And we'll
anyhow,
get them sorted out.
yeah, absolutely. So Pete, again, thank you for everything. Thank you for helping support what we do and stuff.
Hey, my pleasure, Rick. One thing too, I want to thank David for the 150 cal special edition 2-gun run bottle opener. So thanks for your generosity as well. Those are going to be great in all the prize bags, and they look fantastic.
Hey, did you, on a side note to these, David, did you see that some of them had a gray tip?
Yeah.
Are those what I think they are?
Yep.
Oh, very cool.
I had to look to make sure I could send them to you first.
I did notice the gray tip in one of the videos or something too there.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it. I'm going, wait a minute here. It's gray.
Yeah, I got a couple 100,000 pieces of those.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with them, so I make them into bottle openers.
So what is the gray tip exactly for those wondering?
They're API rounds.
Okay.
It'll go through the steel like butter.
Yeah. Like,
So in other words, don't go to the range 35 and expecting to shoot
Exactly.
projectiles.
don't take them out of the casing and load them up.
They're illegal in quite a few states, so I can't send those to everybody.
Yeah. Well, we're sitting there, we're laser engraving this stuff, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, I'm going, that's just not right. I got to look this up. And I'm looking, you get the red and you got the greens and all the blues in some, in some countries. And then the C keeps coming up as gray or alumitipped. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But some of them are neat because there's a fair amount of like battle wear on them. And then when I first looked at them, I was like, that's kind of cool. And then my guy Matt looked at him. He goes, "Oh, no, that's so cool. That is so awesome." Because I've actually seen some battle. They've been fired someplace.
Hey, and David, I got some ideas for those, and you and I can talk offline.
Yeah, hey, sounds good. Yeah, appreciate it.
Very cool. Yeah, and again, David, thanks for everything that you do too as well. And if you got any parting thoughts you want to share.
Yeah, somebody pick a number between 1 and 3 because it looks like 3 people commented.
2.
Yep, that's it.
There you go.
Who's that? Matthew
Santoyo?
All right, cool. We'll send him out this bottle opener here with Bad Panda on it then.
You'll have to figure out how to get a hold of him.
There you go.
Well, I think he found me off of my Instagram, so I'll try finding him. And
there you go. Perfect. So again, yeah, thank you everybody out there for watching. And David, thank you again. Appreciate the giveaway stuff. That's pretty cool of you to do that.
you have me on.
Awesome. So again, until next time, everybody, go out and have some fun shooting.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Rick.
Thanks again, guys.